In this episode, we share one of the things we love the most about this lifestyle. And it's nice because we all have something really, really big in common.
Yeah.
You know? We say goodbye to Charleston, South Carolina, and continue making our way south, where we have a somewhat disappointing day in Savannah.
But it's no longer here. So that's probably just shows our ignorance about all of this.
But cute dogs save the day when we check out the fun at Wag-o-Ween and see dogs of all shapes and sizes, dressed up in adorable costumes and running in Weiner and Weiner at Heart races. Finally, Jeremy shows our solution to make putting up and taking down our new Blink security cameras on drive days easy peasy.
I'm pretty sure it's the biggest tire I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like, yes, it's up a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm 5'3".
Yeah, I would say if that was sitting on the ground, it would be about 5'3". Okay, guys, so I know I said we were done with Charleston, but I got one more thing to point out, and it's this. So, it's a really nice campground here on the base, isn't it? It's a nice base. It's a little bit of an older base, but it's nice. Had everything that we needed. But the planes are like nonstop because we're right next to Charleston International Airport. So that's really the only well, actually, that's not the only downside. We also have a train. It doesn't go by too often, but it's only maybe a half a mile away, so it's pretty loud. And then there's the gunfire.
Yeah, we're right next to the range where they practice a lot.
Yeah, and it's anything from small arms to what sounds like maybe like Mark 43s or something like that. So the huge machine guns, and there are times when it's like it's too much to listen to. But other than that, it's a really nice base. Very centrally located to a lot of stuff here around Charleston. I know that a lot of you guys don't have the ability to stay on these types of places, but if you do, Joint Base Charleston is a really cool place to stay.
Yeah, full hookups, $35 a night. You know?
Yeah, you can't really beat it. I didn't check out the bathhouses, did you?
I did not.
Okay, not that you really need it, but they have bathhouses that look nice. I saw people using them all the time, and they also have a laundry in there, right? They got
yes, they have two laundries. So they've got an overflow lot, and then they've got kind of their regular area, and they have a bathhouse and a laundry in both sections.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe just show you a couple more pictures of these big old planes. All right, so some of you guys are probably going to recognize this. I know I already said twice that we're done here in Charleston, but we just happened to bump into these guys this morning, and we're just going to go up and knock on the door.
Who goes there? You're just going to walk over and see you guys.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah. So you guys know who this is, right?
Hey, guys.
No sticks, no bricks. We just.
Todd Sheila from Switch It Up. How's it going?
Yeah.
He was accusing me of breaking into my own rig this morning. So we just came over to say hi and then bye. So.
Yeah, I know, right? Hi and bye.
Yeah. All right, guys. This time, for the third time, we are really done in Charleston. So I don't know what my favorite thing about full-timing in an RV is. Well, maybe I do. It's probably just the freedom to go anywhere we want to go.
Okay.
And never have to be in a rush to get there because, there's nothing going on.
Yep.
But I would say certainly in my top 3 would be all of the people that we've met along the way, that not only have we met them and hung out with them, but we just continue to see them on our travels.
Yes.
For example, No Sticks. We just ran into them just out of the blue.
Yeah. And it's nice because we all have something really, really big in common.
Yeah.
You know?
On top of that, though, it seems like now everywhere we go, we know somebody.
Yes.
So, for example, we were at we were in Virginia. We had friends there. You met up with a friend from this area that they're stationed in Germany, just happened to be in town at the same time.
Yeah.
I have a Navy buddy that was in town, and then we ran into this, sticks and bricks, no sticks. And then we're headed down to Florida. We're going to be in the Tampa area, and we have friends from the rally that are going to be down there.
We met people at the... Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
We met people at the Michigan rally who just happened to live
Right.
2 miles away from the campground that we were leaving after the rally.
Right.
We hung out with them and still keep in touch.
And we could even go back to almost the very beginning of our full time when we went down to Texas and we met some friends there. Now we're like super good friends with them, and they've got the place in Tennessee that we go. So anyway.
Well, let's go back even farther.
Okay.
Justin and Jody, who happen to be our neighbors.
Oh, that's right. That would be like day one.
Day one.
Day one of full timing. We met them, and we're going to see them this winter. So, yeah, it's definitely in my top 3. Just knowing all these people and seeing them, wherever we go. It's just been really, really cool. So anyway, definitely in my top 3. I like it.
Yeah. All right, so this is try number 3 on getting the map of states we have visited. So the first time we bought this, tried to put it on that slide over there, but the black background meant that we couldn't see the state lines. So I bought another map with a white background. And as you saw previously, it fell off within, 8 hours. So this didn't last. This is less than 12 hours later. I didn't really have high hopes for it yesterday when I was putting it up because I could tell that the quality just wasn't like our old one. But I was at least hoping that it would stay. But it didn't. So we've decided, since I didn't get this sent back to Amazon in time, we're gonna go ahead and put this one right up here on the door. So we're currently here in Georgia, and after we leave here, we're heading down into Florida and then making our way over to Texas this winter / early spring, and then we'll be able to knock off Arkansas. And then we're hoping to do this section this next summer, fall.
So I recently just purchased some of these Blink outdoor cameras. I got 3 of these, and then I also got the Blink doorbell. And today I'm gonna get these installed. I'm gonna put one on either side of the RV. The slide I'm on right now, this is the living room slide. This one's gonna sit out here and it's just gonna kind of point backwards. And then on the driver's side, I'm gonna put one up on the bedroom slide, and it's also going to point backwards. And then that Blink doorbell is going to kind of point forward and out over here, and that'll give me coverage around most of the RV. I'm not so much concerned about putting one on the back, just because if somebody were to break in back there, there's not a whole lot of valuable stuff up in that garage area that's up underneath the kitchen. So I'm just gonna stick with the sides of the RV. Now, I'm not gonna go super into detail on the specs on these Blink outdoor cameras. All I'm really gonna tell you is that they are water resistant, they're wireless, they're battery operated, they're HD, and they have night vision. Other than that, I'm really not gonna go into any of the other specs on these things. The other thing that I did was, originally when I put these up, like I said, I took the mount that it came on, and they give you these little extensions here, and basically these fit on here, I don't know, something like this. They just pop on. Let's see if I can get it now. So they just stick on like that, and then the camera attaches that way. And what this extension does is it allows you to get out a little bit more away from whatever you're mounting it to and it allows you to get a little bit more of an angle. And that's what I needed on the side of the rig, so that I could get it to point all the way backwards, so that I could basically see the whole side of the rig over here. Without these little extensions, I wasn't able to get up against the rig all the way. But I wanted a more permanent way to install these cameras up here. And this is going to sound a little weird because I wanted it to be relatively permanent, but I wanted to be able to remove these cameras easily on drive days, because obviously we don't want to be going down the road with these cameras sticking off the side of the rig. So here's what I found. I found these mounts here that are super flat, and having these things stuck up here on the side of the rig going down the road at 65 miles an hour, these things are not likely to catch a lot of wind and get ripped off the side. Now we're just going to take this mount here, we're going to stick this to the side of the rig, and then that just slides in right like that. So on drive days, I always get up on the roof anyway. I check the roof for any kind of damage. I check it for, get off any of the big limbs or whatever. I sweep and wipe all the water off the slide. So I got to come up here anyway. And then this just makes it super easy to grab that camera, pull it out of its mount, and take it down, put it in the rig somewhere where it's going to be safe on drive days. So anyway, good idea, bad idea. Not 100% certain at this point. I think it's going to work okay. And anyway, I'm going to just get these stuck up here. Okay, so that's all there was to that. Obviously, I had to get the cameras set up first. I had to get the batteries installed. I had to get the Blink app installed and pair everything. Anyway, I got this one up over here. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me do the other one on the other side, but I'm, like I said before, I'm gonna put it on the bedroom slide. On the driver's side, I'm gonna make it point backwards. That way I've got most of this rig covered between those two and then the doorbell camera that I got over here. And I'll show you what that looks like and how I'm kind of, I don't know, quasi-temporarily mounting that every time we pull in. All right, so over here on the driver's side of the rig, we've got a camera right up there. And again, that's just gonna point towards the back, get anybody that, maybe on this side of the rig. Again, the most important areas that I wanna cover are that pass-through there, and then the pass-through area on the other side, as well as the front door. So with these three cameras, I can get coverage most of the way around this RV, with the exception of just the front, the very front and the very back, which again, that's what I'm least concerned about. Like I said before, I have this doorbell mounted up here. This is not permanent in any way or any stretch of the imagination. And I didn't want to put any holes over here in anything. I didn't want to put it in the wall. You can see I've got it mounted to the handrail right now, and I didn't want to put any screws in there either. So basically, here's what we got. So all I did here was this back cover comes off here, and I just put this piece of Velcro through and then wrap the whole piece of Velcro around the handrail, and then it just kind of sits just like that. So obviously going down the road, it's not going to stay like that. That wouldn't be very sturdy at all. So Candace has got it on her checklist, and on those underway days, we'll just come out here, take that thing off of there, put it inside where it's safe, and then when we pull into the next spot, we'll put it right back up. All right, and we're going to give this a quick test. So I'm standing in the front where there's no coverage. I'm going to walk around to the side where the front door is, and the system is armed, so it should fairly immediately give me a notification that someone is on this side of the rig, or at the front door, basically. All right, there we go. And if we take a look at that video clip, see where it caught me, it's pretty much right as I came around the grill right there. As soon as I was behind that grill is where it caught that motion, or started recording it. So it would have caught the motion a little bit sooner than that, but started the recording as I was on the other side of that grill. So anyway, Candace and I have been thinking about getting a security system for this thing. Not that we're in areas a lot that need a lot of security, but it just makes us feel better to know what's going on. The other reason that we wanted to get this, especially at the front door, we've got the animals inside, so we want to get a sign made that we can put at the front door somewhere. So if something happens to the rig while we are away, that people will know that we have animals in there, and all they need to do is basically, if they just ring the doorbell, we'll get a notification on our phones and we can communicate with them that way. And then through that communication, we theoretically would be able to give them the code to the front door so that hopefully they could get the animals out. So at any rate, that makes us feel just a little bit better. Of course, with all of the things that I do like this, I'll give you guys, or I'll keep you updated on how we're using the system, how it develops, and whether or not we like it. You know, the blink option is a fairly cheap option. I think total it was about 240 bucks or so for, I actually got 3 of the outdoor cameras. I'm only using 2 of them right now, and then I've got the doorbell camera, so I think it was like 240 bucks or so. It's not sponsored by them or anything like that. We bought that with our own money, but it's a pretty inexpensive way to get some cameras mounted outside of there. And of course, I'll go ahead and put links for everything down in the description. So the outdoor cameras, which I got 3 of them, and then the doorbell camera, and also the mounts that we use. So that's going to wrap it up for this project. And again, I'll keep you updated along the way to let you know how we like it. Okay, so 2 days this week out for breakfast. Well, kind of. I guess the other one was technically last week, but 3 days apart. Mm-hmm. One was, what was the name of the first one?
Another broken egg.
The only problem is too many choices. This one was called
2 cracked eggs.
2 cracked eggs. So, I don't know, I guess it's a theme. I don't know, today was okay. It was, well, for number one, it was kind of pricey.
Yeah.
All we got was, I got like a relatively small order of biscuits and gravy. She got the eggs Benedict. The eggs Benedict were pretty good.
Was, yep, but it was before tip, $36 just for those 2 items because we just got water.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a big order of biscuits and gravy, and the biscuits and gravy was okay. I don't know, I don't think I would go back there, but plus our waiter was a doofus. All right, so we're at the Chippewa Square here in Savannah, Georgia, downtown, and we were really looking forward to seeing the Forrest Gump bench here on the square.
Hello, my name's Forrest Gump.
But it's no longer here, so that's probably just shows our ignorance about all of this. We're gonna call it a day, I think, here in Savannah. I'll be honest with you, I'm not in a super great mood this morning.
I'm pissed. Why? I have no idea.
Which makes it hard to get into recording and stuff. But not only that, but it's just super busy here.